Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. What we're looking at here via windy.com from space, this is a satellite view of two cyclones in the southern hemisphere that are on a collision course with one another. This is known as the Fujiwara effect. These storms could merge to become one gigantic storm. Both of these storm systems right now are somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 to 600 miles wide. They're just a few hundred miles apart. If they form as one large storm, making a beeline towards the west coast of Australia, this storm could be over 1,000 miles wide. We're going to come back and take a look at these storms here in just a minute. And like I said earlier, are getting larger and larger by the hour. Also in this video, I've got a brand new picture slideshow, new sky phenomena photos sent in from all around the world. But first, here at the website, taking a quick look at the Schumann resonance. All in all, pretty quiet, but we're starting to see an uptick in activity as there's been a spike within the last hour. Not too big, but nevertheless, it's one of the biggest ones we've seen in a while. It is not the result of any high-speed solar wind, Earth-facing coronal holes, or solar flares. So right now, the source of that energy over here at the Schumann resonance is of unknown origins. Right now, anything related to high-speed solar wind streams or coronal holes, all that activity is pretty quiet for the time being, but that could change. We've got that coronal hole that's turning away from the Earth right now as I do this video, and I don't see any that are turning towards the Earth from the eastern side of the sun. Everything, all in all, is pretty quiet. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano, and you can see there's been a little bit of activity across most of the seismographs today, or at least in the last 72 hours, quite a bit on some of the graphs in the last 12 hours. Some of that activity is residue from the 6.0 magnitude earthquake, very shallow quake in the Kermadec Island region. The seismos over here at the USGS global site are showing activity. And once again, that is from the 6.0 magnitude quake down in the Kermadec Islands. That energy, or at least the primary wave from that shallow quake, was picked up over here at the Yellowstone supervolcano. That's what most of this energy is, but we do see a few small quakes. You can see several red vertical lines over here at Parker Peak. Those are earthquake signatures. See them over here at Madison River and also down here just east of the Old Faithful geyser. Old Faithful being the busiest place at the supervolcano caldera. Today is the quietest. Now we're going back over here to windy.com. You're looking at two cyclones that are on a collision course with each other. You can actually see them from space via Google Earth, one here and one here off of the northwestern coast of Australia. And the environment that they're in right now is very conducive for their strengthening. And again, looking at windy.com, this is the satellite view, the visible satellite view. The storms are growing. This one here, especially off to the left, it's not a named storm yet. This one over here on the right is. The system over here on the right is bigger than the one on the left, but the one on the left is starting to breathe a lot better. You can see the outflows pouring out from all directions of the storm on the left. It's not a named storm yet. It's still in the tropical storm category. Storm on the right is expected to be a Cat 3 by the time it makes landfall. But both of these storms are taking the same path, and they may collide here in the next 24 to 48 hours. These storms are literally on a collision course with one another. This is the visible over here at windy.com. Here's the infrared. This is measured by temperature, and we're going to talk about how cool this is up here. The darker the color means cooler temperatures, and this is in the negative 130 degree Fahrenheit range. And you can see the same storms over here at the Hemisphere. This is another satellite that monitors storms and cloud tops, and these are reaching way up there. And again, these are reaching up into the negative 130 degree Fahrenheit range. The record is a staggering minus 168 degrees, just recently discovered after reviewing satellite loops from December of 2018. They found some storm tops once again in the South Pacific that reached up into the negative 168 degree range. For comparison, these are up in the negative 130 right now as I do this video, but that could change. These storms are growing. Once again, the environment that these storms are in is very conducive right now for the formation and strengthening of cyclones. There is very little, if no wind shear whatsoever, and you can see the one over here on the left is showing that as the outflow from that storm is quite tremendous. Look for that to become a named storm probably within the next 24 to 48 hours. Looking at the storms over here on the Himawari, this is another satellite that views cloud tops. You can see this storm just racing towards the western coast of Australia. Look, it's going right towards the storm that's just parked there. It's like it's waiting on it. And now that they're getting close together, the storm over here on the left is going towards the storm coming at it on the right. Just an incredible scene. Two storms racing towards each other, and then they're going to turn, if they don't collide, and form into one large storm and take almost the same identical path into the western coast of Australia. Just an incredible scene visible from space. That's the last 6 hours, and again, these storms could join together to become one large storm, and they're supposed to make landfall in the same general area along the west coast of Australia in the next 72 hours. That's if they don't become one large storm. So pretty incredible scene right now going on off the west coast of Australia. Two storms about ready to collide. Incredible times we're living in. Now I've got a brand new picture slideshow, new sky phenomena photos sent in from all around the world. These photos were sent in by Glenn from Hobart, Tasmania, which is south of Australia. In fact, I'll show you right where Tasmania is at, right in this area here. That's where these photos are from that were sent in by Glenn, and he says this was of Venus. He took these photos of Venus with his telescope, and if you ever looked at Venus through a telescope, it does go through phases just like the moon. Incredible photos by Glenn. Here's a fiery orange sky from Tasmania. That would be south of Australia. PELENTA out of California sent in this video of an incredible big jumbo halo around the sun. Very intense halo that is unedited, exactly the way I received the video. And then she also shared this picture of the same halo in the sky above California. WATOKE, not exactly sure of the location, sent this photo in of what appears to be a triangle craft, or at least a cloud shaped like a triangle craft in the sky. Where on Earth is this? If you guys have an idea of where this might be, leave a comment down below in the comment section. Yes, that is on planet Earth. R. Stevens out of Stroud, Oklahoma. More fiery orange skies and a spectacular photo of the sun as it's getting ready to dip below the horizon. That looks similar to one of Carlos Skywatcher's photos he sends in from Portugal. Anthony out of Bend, Oregon. Notice this unique roll cloud in front of a halo in the skies above Bend, Oregon. Photo here sent in by CHRISTI looking up at another jumbo halo, and this halo had wind shear in front of it. Actually, a lot of wind shear. The clouds look very streaked. They are being driven by high winds. Mary Hall noticed the same phenomena from the International Space Station above Canada. That is a great example of very high winds in the atmosphere above planet Earth. Mary also observed a rainbow being formed on a volcano in the Hawaiian Islands just a couple of days ago. Photo here sent in by Chrissy out of London, England, of some very colorful clouds up in the proximity of the sun. Got some pinks and orange and yellow, a little bit of gold going on. Jonathan out of Montreal, more fiery orange skies at sunset. Great job, guys. Keep the photos coming. You are wide awake and on the ball, and I'll keep you updated on the cyclones that are on a collision course with one another. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery at the website, and sometimes I'll use them in a video just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.